Well, many thanks for coming to talk to us. I suppose the obvious first question is, how are you settling in? It's been a month now.
Yeah, it's been really good. It's a real eye-opener. I've obviously come backwards and forwards before, and but to be based here, it's been fantastic. And like I said, the first week, just settling in and getting used to driving round, but now I'm really starting to enjoy it now.
Have you brought the family out, or are you going it alone?
No, I'm flying solo at the moment, but they're going to come out for half term, and yeah, can't wait to see them.
I suppose you probably didn't have a great deal of time between getting the job for Sheikh Hamdan and you were sort of right in the midst of it.
Yeah, it happened really quickly. Like I said, when I got the phone call, and then obviously I was trying to sort out to come out here, and it was just coming off the back of a nasty sort of accident at Kempton and trying to get myself fit. But no, it's coming really good now at the moment, and I feel great, and no, I'm really enjoying it.
And Champion Jockey last year, obviously you had a brilliant season in the UK. Was there a moment's hesitation when Sheikh Hamdan offered you the job? You thought, well, I'm doing all right anyway?
No, I mean, it's a fantastic job, and it's when you're a jockey, those are the jobs you want to have, you know, because you're going to be riding good horses in big races, and it's obviously great to be champion jockey, but you know, I've done it now, and obviously I'd love to do it again, but on the other side of the flip side of the coin is that you want to be winning derbies and oakses and guineas, and they're the races you really want to be in.
I think all three of your predecessors managed a classic win for Sheikh Hamdan. I suppose the way he breeds sort of along those lines, it's got to be something that's realistic now.
Well, you'd hope so, definitely. Classics are never easy to win. But like I said, we've got some lovely horses, and you know, they're fantastic pedigrees on horses coming through every year, and so yeah, hopefully we'll find one or two.
Have you met the boss yet?
Yes, I have. I've been to see Sheikh Hamdan, and no, it's touch wood. We started off on a good note. My first ride in England was a winner, and first night out here we had two. So long may it continue.
And your first winner here, of course, was AF Mahmoud. I mean, the Arabians are a huge part of the Shadwell operation, but something that's slightly new for you.
Yes, I mean, I've been lucky enough I've had a few rides on the Arabians before, and look, I've grown up with horses all my life. From a small child, I've done show jumping and whatever. And it's not too much difference, you know. I think if you've got any sort of horsemanship about you, they're no problem really.
Okay, it probably helps when you're riding some of the best ones, which is what Sheikh Hamdan
always
has.
Helps.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were just talking then before we started. It's quite crazy the way your career's gone. 300 winners over jumps, doing really well there. Switched to the flat, and now you have one of the biggest jobs in the game. Yeah, it's probably a very unorthodox way I've gone about it, but you know, it's been a great journey, and I've learned a lot on the way. And like I said, jumping, when I went national hunt racing, it was good. It was, you know, at the time I was very heavy, so I was probably too heavy for the flat, and that's why I went down that route. And as time got on, I managed to get my weight down and control it. And I remember when I switched, everybody said you couldn't do it, and now there's been, you know, 4, 5, 6 jockeys gone from the jumps to the flat, so it can be done. And was it hard at first?
I wouldn't say hard, it was just different. Obviously, tactically wise, you've got to be so much more aware on the flat, and once you learnt the tracks, and every track has a bias somewhere, and once you got the hang of it, and we were away.
On that subject, how are you finding the tracks here? Only 5 to get the hang of.
No, really good. I love Meydan, and I went to Abu Dhabi the other night. That seemed like a great track, and Jebel Ali is very different. You know, you've got to be really on the ball around there. But no, they're all good. Enjoying it.
No, of course. And you had your first Jebel Ali winner the other day on Mashir, I think it was. That was a good success. He'd be one of the favourites now for the Jebel Ali Sprint, which is nice.
Definitely, he's really tough. That's 3 on the bounce now, and he's very versatile. He stays 6 furlongs very well, and he's got enough speed for 5. And you know, it was a really good performance the other day, and I couldn't pull him up, which was great. Always a good sign. So yeah, looking forward to getting back on him.
Of your other winners, has there been anything you've been particularly impressed with?
Obviously, Ertijah, you know, he's electric, and the first night I sat on him, he was just out the gates and gone. And you know, I think he'll improve a lot for that run, and you know, just can't wait to get back on him.
I think it'll be quite soon. I think they're eyeing a race before Super Saturday. You'll have to go up in trip to 1200 metres, but on his form back in England, that won't be an issue.
Yeah, like I say, he won over 7 furlongs in England, and he's got a big stride for a sprinter. He covers a lot of ground. He's not one of these typical short, choppy stride sprinters, and I think he does one stride to some of the others too. 6 furlongs, I don't think it's going to be a problem for him. He might even find it a little bit easier. He won't have the same competition for the lead, and he could just go his gear and go through the gears in the race.
And also on World Cup night, you could well be on Mutakayev. I think he comes out for Super Saturday, and he's a really exciting horse that probably we haven't quite seen the best of yet.
No, definitely. I mean, his run in the I think it was the Jodmont was fantastic. Behind Postponed and Highland Real, and then he went to America behind Tepin, Canada, and really looking forward to getting him. The trip should be perfect for him. He should love the track, and he should go well out here.
Because that's what it's about, isn't it? Really trying to sort of work on the quality. And I guess it would take you some time to get the hang of all Sheikh Hamdan's different horses and the names apart from anything else. I suspect you've been doing quite a lot of homework on that.
That's it, yes. I've got a little booklet with all the horses' names in there, and I've been sort of trying to learn about them as best I can. And obviously, sometimes the names are quite difficult to remember, but I think it's the pedigrees which catch you the most. Looking at the dams and the sires, that always intrigues me as well, and I find it easy to memorise them by what they're by or what they're out of, really.
Another thing I know that your predecessors have struggled with down the years, often you've got difficult choices to make in a race. Are you guided a lot by your agent Carl Hodgson, or are you going on the rating? How are you doing at the moment?
Obviously Carl's been a big help, and Richard Hills has obviously been a big help as well. As I go along, I'm watching as many races as I can, and trying to ride out as many as I can. As time goes on, I'll be sort of relying on my own judgment more than anybody's. But at the moment, obviously, Carl's been a big help, and they're trying to steer me in the right direction.
Someone pointed out to me the other day that you're used to riding sort of 9 meetings a week or whatever it is in the UK. You must feel like you're on a bit of a holiday here.
I know, it's a bit strange. It's to be riding only 3 or 4 days a week. I'm not used to that, so I'm trying to ride out every morning and just keep fit, go to the gym. It's been quite nice actually in a way, because obviously I had such a hectic season that it was nice to just let your body sort of down a little bit, and I'm looking forward to going back to England as well. There'll be plenty of horses to ride there.
There will indeed. And do you think that you'll go back before the end of the season here to maybe have a sit on some of the 2-year-olds?
Possibly. Not quite sure yet. Like I said, there's that bit of a break before World Cup, but we'll have hopefully some nice horses for World Cup night, and they'll be going through their paces working, and so I'm not quite sure yet.
When you go back, I think 13 different trainers Sheikh Hamdan employs in England. I guess you'll be, a lot of them you'll know already, but you'll be going around same as you are here, trying to ride out for as many as you can.
Definitely. I've been very lucky. I think I've ridden winners for all of them, I think. So I'm looking forward to teaming up with a few times going in riding out. Obviously Owen Burrows has got a lot of horses, and I'll be in there riding out as much as I can, and then up to Newmarket, just trying to keep everybody happy. That's the hardest bit. So many people to keep happy.
It will be, and it'd be hard to retain your title while riding for Sheikh Hamdan, but I imagine you're going to give it a good go.
Yeah, I think it'll be more difficult, but certainly not impossible. Sheikh Hamdan had a huge amount of winners every year, so he's got lots of horses, and obviously my job first and foremost is for him. But if I was to be in with a chance towards the back end of the season, you'd certainly give it a go. But riding in the 9:20 the night before, if I've got good rides the next day, is not really a sort of clever thing to do. So I want to be fresh for when I'm riding the boss's horses.
How exhausting was it when you and Sylvester were in that real battle? I mean, it can't leave much time for anything else.
Physically, it was fine. I was quite fit, but mentally, it was sort of very draining towards the end. Sylvester's, fantastic jockey and a great guy, and he never knows when to give up. And, I'd pull 3, 4, 5 winners clear, and then all of a sudden he'd catch me back up again, and it was a real ding dong. But I enjoyed it. Enjoyed every minute of it, and I was in a position where, win or lose, I could only do my best. So it was good fun.
I read somewhere, I think, that the two of you used to lift share quite a lot to the races.
A couple of times, yeah. Look, there's no point being any other way, really, is there? I think we did share a couple of lifts, but it was he's a tough competitor, and it was nice to get one over on him.
Absolutely. I think racing must be unique like that. There can't be too many sports where you're sort of arch rivals on the track and then get in the same car together.
No, that's it. I remember he rode the first 4 winners at Epsom one day, and he gave my backside a good kick in that day, but the next day I came out and rode 3, and the next day 3, and it was just ding dong, and he'd say to me, good luck tomorrow, hope you have 4 seconds, you know. It was just good fun. But no, it was great to have done it, because I think it's every jockey's dream, you know, to do whether you do it once or 10 times, you know, to do it is great, you know.